All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. For those of you who are thirsty, it is Thursday. Hope you're all doing well today. Anyone listened to Song of the Day yesterday? I'm not bitter. And the day before, same thing. Rod Stewart, really? Nobody? No love? It's all right. We got lots of good stuff here. So we got stuff for everybody. I know you're out there somewhere, but I've been having a good time listening to my playlist. Like I said, I've been telling you all this week, digging through my playlist, playing songs I haven't heard in a long time. And one of these songs came up, and I was like, oh man, we got to do Queen. It's easy to forget that Queen was a kick-ass rock and roll band. I mean, it really is easy to forget, especially since there's a handful of Queen songs which are the ones that occupy the most airtime as far as playing Queen songs are concerned. So, and those are fine, but there's so much more. And when you really sit down and listen, you're like, wow, this was an amazing band with some great, great songs. So we're going back to May of 1989. So they're getting ready to release this single in 1989, the first single off their 13th album, The Miracle. The song is I Want It All. And when this song came out, I was all over it. I just loved this song so much. It went to number one, and the album went to number one in the UK, Austria, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Germany. Get the picture there. Number 24 in the United States. But the single was number one in like all those places, and it was number three, and it was number three on the Billboard album rock charts. There that thing is again that we didn't have access to that might have helped me out a little bit. But it was so expensive to subscribe to Billboard. Remember how big Billboard magazine was? It was giant. It was all charts. But it was a huge amount of money to subscribe. Just saying. And Rolling Stone magazine only pulled the top albums in the back there from there. So, but this song, great. There's 3 versions of this song. So there's the album version, which starts off with like a mixture of acoustic and electric guitar intro. And then it goes into like Brian May's like solo riff right in like a little bit into that, which is interesting to listen to the album version because it doesn't quite pump you up as much at the beginning as the single version. The single version, the intro is replaced with an a cappella version of the chorus that goes right to the guitar solo. That's excellent. And then the third version was for Queen Rocks, which was a greatest hits I think they put out after Freddie Mercury died. And that's merging of the 2 versions. So we're going to post those 3 below and let you guys decide. It's tough. But I think, I really do like the single version. So I think I like the third version a lot too. But anyway, I got nothing against any of them. This is a great song. It does get you pumped up. It is heavy rock. It actually probably appealed to some people who were into that heavy stuff because this one is heavy guitar. He's like, I want it all. Like, it's just motivational. It's just good. This is great. But the song was never played live by Freddie Mercury. He would die in November of 1991. The first time it was ever performed live was in 1992 at the Freddie Mercury tribute by the 3 remaining members of the band, Roger Daltry of The Who on vocals and Tommy Iommi, Black Sabbath fame, among other things, on guitar. It's pretty special right there. Anyway, this song, I heard it and I was like, you know what? So many Queen songs you could do. Somebody to Love, Don't Stop Me Now, Fat Bottom Girls, always a great favorite of mine. Radio Gaga, of course, that whole story. We've covered that here in the cave. I mean, that video is insane. Hammer to Fall, what did you forget about? Spread Your Wings. I didn't even mention anything from A Night at the Opera or the usual classics. And then Deep Cut, Get Down, Make Love from News of the World. I don't know how that was never a hit. Awesome. Death on Two Legs, we've covered that. That's heavy. That's loud. That's super scary at night live, as I've told you with that story before. But yeah, Queen. So easy to forget how good they are. So you're going to listen to some Queen today. Greatest Hits Volume 1, 2, and 3. Or maybe they have a 50. They're in the 50 club for me, I think. I think there are 50 songs by Queen that I like, for sure. We've talked about this before. I don't know if I've ever done the actual list on the air. Maybe I will, but it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. Bands who you legitimately like 50 of their songs. I think you'll be surprised with some of my choices. I know we did that in the past in the chat, but I think maybe I'll do it. I will put it to video. We'll work on that. Lots of good stuff, like I said, coming down the pike. I got lists going. I'm re-energized. Whatever you're doing today, I hope it involves music. You're listening to Queen. I want it all, and I want it now on Thirsty Thursday. Have a good one, and as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.